What up, boys and girls? All right. This may be a 20-minute pod because a storm is rolling in. It's rolling in big. I realized that the last few days my volume has been low, but the day before that it's been really high. I'm trying to figure out a tone. But yeah, storm's rolling in. I'm sitting here watching D&D videos because I love D&D. And I'm thinking about, well, maybe a way I can meet some friends if I hosted a Dungeons and Dragons game. Since I can't find one to invite myself to. So I'm just researching D&D, which is awesome, by the way. So it is 6 p.m. It is Monday. It is the 26th. Oh man, this July only had a few more days left. It's the 26th of July, 2021. It's going to be pretty good. So we're going to set up some, we're going to do a bit of housekeeping, right? Which means we shut up. We set up tomorrow's show, AM. Tomorrow is the 39th show, and it's Tuesday. We probably started dating these things. When it first started, we had clever quips, right? Now we sort of run out of clever quips because there's only so many songs about like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Is what it is, people. I don't know how long I actually has it started yet? It hasn't started yet. I don't know how long I actually have for you. It is dark AF. Oh wait, I didn't write my city. What city am I from? Here I am. All right, so we can shut that down. Tomorrow morning show is up. Now we just have to check if we're streaming to all locations. Da-da-da-da-da. What do you guys feel like talking about? We'll mute this. We'll go over here. Did we lose a picture? We didn't lose a picture. And then we'll do this. Oh man, this is pretty freaking good, guys. If we're streaming to all locations. Yeah, we are streaming to all locations. We can mute him. You hear the thunder? I got home and I started doing the thing I do all the time. Searching the internet for just information, just kind of like stupid information. And I'm doing I look for recipes. What is this? I'm not even going to argue with it. Let's go back to where we were going back to before it all gets sideways and upside down. I should probably open this in a different window. Should I open this in a different window? No. You know what? We're going to put this over here like we always do. And then we're going to shrink it. We're going to close this and we're going to close this. And here we are. All right. So everything's closed. The video still looks bad. So maybe we'll cut this light on. That storm is rolling in. What's the weather outside?
It's currently cloudy and 86 degrees.
That can't be possible because it's thundering outside. Is it going to rain today?
It's going to rain throughout the day today.
That's not true. It didn't rain throughout the day today because now it's night and the storm is just coming in. Ugh. It's so stupid. What's the weather outside?
It's currently partly cloudy and 86 degrees.
That says partly cloudy, 86 degrees. Look at the happy cloud, right? There's a happy cloud. And then I ask this, is it going to rain today?
It's going to rain throughout the day today.
Now the cloud has a lightning bolt coming out of it. Oh, wait, hold on. Here you go. Got to go down. I had the lightning bolt coming out of it. Why? Because these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Ah, there we go. We want to go this way. I rage all the time at Weatherman. It's so freaking ridiculous. Ugh, let's see if we can charge this phone. Ooh, what is this? Who text messaged me? You know, people send me emails saying, pick up your $3,000. I'm like, how'd you get my information? How'd you get this email? How'd you get this phone number? You know why? Because people want your email to sign up for this, and then they sell your information. And no matter how hard, and I've been trying for 20 years not to give out my information, no matter how hard the companies do it. I mean, American companies are the shittiest fucking people. You know, their whole mode is to wreck this country for cash. Ugh, you can only have so many fucking millionaires in it. And their whole position is no. You can only have so many billionaires. The whole position is no. So whoever comes to power to deal with them, I'm voting for that guy. Should we open this window so we can see? Well, we can't see anything. The clouds are like. We'll raise this one up a little higher. Because we do like the windows wide open. All right. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. We'll put this about here. And we will, I just actually had a hamburger. And I realized, man, cooking all this stuff that's happening in the kitchen is really good, but it's always like quick stuff like hamburger and a hot dog. You know, can't eat that all the time. That's bad for you. I could go make some broccoli, right? Steam some broccoli in the dish. That'll take about 15 minutes. Hit that with salt, pepper, and butter. But the butter's not good for you. This is, you know, people are just ridiculous. However, I get the vegetables in me, it's a success. That's where my head is at. Oh. Whew. You can hear it. I wonder how long it's going to rain. Is it going to be an hour or is it going to be all night? This says light rain, 7. Then it's going to be cloudy until 4 a.m. when another storm rolls in. These people don't know what they're talking about. That's not all day. Flash flood watch. These people are idiots. Watch out for scattered rain showers. The high will be 89. Thunderstorms are expected to move through your area. Move through means they're not staying. All right, fine. The problem is I have to cut everything off when this thunderstorms roll in. Always do. But I'm glad to hang out with you as long as I can. We've been streaming for 10 minutes. We believe fervently in your ability to chill during a thunderstorm. You should maybe not cut everything, but like cut the radio on, right? Not talk radio, not NPR, but like music that you don't normally listen to, right? And just have it echo through the house. Maybe some Billie Holiday bluesy singing, but just kind of like open a few windows. Things are gonna get wet. Stop crying. You're waterproof. Sit on if you have a porch, if you're lucky enough to have a fucking porch, God bless you. Sit on your porch and watch the storm roll in with music playing in the background through your house. It's a nice thing. Instead of just shutting all the windows down, turning on the air conditioning, and watching more bullshit TV. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how do you not think about the fucking majesty of that all the time? It's just amazing to me. And I've always been like this. Like the crackle boom, I would have to get out of bed, like cut everything off because that's what I do. Especially on my electronics. But then I leave the TV on. I guess that's electronics. But then my dog would be like, "Dude, it's the end of the world again." I would come over. I'd sit on like the use the sofa as my back chair, and I'd sit on the floor with her, and I'd rub her up and show her some love. You could see her trembling a little bit, and then you just kind of like flip her over. Before you know it, she's like all comfortable and laid down and relaxed, and asleep in like 15 minutes. And then, but every now and then she'd wake up with a crack of boom, and like you just rub her tummy. You're fine, it's all good. And then she'd go back to bed. It was a nice little moment. I just saw this woman, speaking of dogs. She's got this beagle that always barks. It just pulls her around, and she talks to her like, "Oh, stop it!" Like it's a person. Oh, calm down. But she didn't train it a lick. Didn't train it a lick. Obviously, a lonely person, so she got a dog. Dogs last for like 15 years. I hope you love them every day because they're great. But man, don't even start it. I gotta tell you, normally it comes in this way. You can see the cloud delineation and like how dark, how light it is in some places. You can't see that here. It must be rolling in from another place. Maybe it is. Maybe it will just be a super short storm. Um, but yeah, cut up all the air. Cut up all the air. Cut yeah. Cut off the complete air conditioning. Cut off the air conditioner. Opened all the windows just like 10 minutes ago. I was like, I gotta have the windows open when a thunderstorm rolls through. So I'm just gonna. I wish I could and clean this apartment, but I can't because then I'll have to cut on the lights. But yeah, this apartment has to be cleaned. Um, we're doing ooh, we're doing 2 days. I'm gonna have to cut that with water. 7 a.m., 6 p.m. guitar practice, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. Um, Today was not a good day for me. It is what it is, but it wasn't a good day for me. Uh, so I'm glad to be here. Glad to be with you guys talking. But man, was not a good day. Today's Monday. So we're gonna try and figure it out. We've been I'm beginning to feel a little disappointed that there won't be a storm, but every now and then it kind of like crackle booms and it makes me feel good. Where is the weather thing so we can see where the storm clouds are? That'd be interesting to see. All right. Oh, how many miles is this? Yeah, it's not gonna rain for a very long time, but it might rain for an hour. That looks pretty big rain cloud, and it's moving. Normally it moves this way, but it's moving this way, so it's coming down from like West Virginia over us and then out into the Atlantic. Because, like I said, remember our weather always blows west to east as we spin east to west, so the sun can set in the west. You hear that? I'm so curious if you can hear it. I was checking the I was checking to see if the thunder registered on my microphone on the streaming. But yeah, if you have a porch, get out there. In the old days of living in the city, you couldn't go up on the roof, but you could like crack open your fire escape and like watch it come in. But you couldn't like stand on the fire escape because it's freaking iron. I don't know. Geniuses, I guess. Um, you hear that? I guess you can't hear it because I can't hear it in the restream. But it does sound like it's burbling. It's I don't even know why do I like thunderstorms. But I like all nature. I like snow. I like blizzards. I like windstorms. I like rainstorms. I like thunderstorms. You know, there's something magnificent about it. I think somewhere along the line, somebody told me that the magnitude and the beauty of it, and I somehow could never quite get over it. It's like I always talk about space, right? It's just the idea of how big space is trips me the fuck out. I just can't wrap my head around it. I mean, if the earth was a grain of sand and you could go out as far as, let's say, Voyager is right now, wherever it is in the cosmos, where Voyager is right now, and you could extrapolate that distance to like, you would still be nowhere near the Andromeda Galaxy to get over there and see what's over there. Good Lord. If your kids went there, I mean, it would take them 30,000 years to get there. They would lose all contact with you and Earth. And yeah, it would be a horror movie, right? Whereas it should be a space exploration movie like Star Trek. It would be a horror movie. You wake up 30,000 years later, crashing on the planet. Well, not you, but you know what I mean? It's just the amount of energy in these things just expended on a rainstorm is crazy. But some people don't get rainstorms, do they? I'm looking at you, California. Ooh, I just saw lightning. I was counting in my head the seconds, 13 miles away. Uh, it sounds so powerful. It's so awesome. I'm such a fangirl for like Mother Nature. Maybe I will whip out my art stuff and paint something. Maybe this stream will become about me and my artsy fartsy knuckleheadness. I could paint the guitar or the cloud. The not the clouds, the sky. Man, anyway, we're on a 1,000 day trip though. We can add other shit, but we're on a 1,000 day trip. The whole point of this is a 1,000 day trip. Right? Right? Right. Exactly. Then we're in agreement. All right, so what are we doing? We're actually waiting for the storm to roll in. Look, those of you who are familiar with this show, podcast, whatever we're calling it, will recognize that the last 3 times storms rolled in, we essentially stopped everything we were doing and waited in anticipation of it. So at least I'm consistent. I feel bad. I mean, we could play that thing we were playing this morning. But don't expect to get a lot out of it. All I'm saying is that. Ugh. The wind just kicked up. More lightning. That's 20 seconds. It's further away. And it lasted twice as long. I open other windows with the exception of the window in the other room right next to my art table, which is wobbly AF. I need to either get a new art table or fix the art. I'm going to start fixing shit in my life. That's a metaphor for fixing shit in my life. And I want to fix the art table. I don't want to buy a new one. Come be weird with me. It'll be fun and interesting. You can't be an asshole to anybody. No one will be an asshole to you. But you got to do shit. You got to be loyal. You got to work on your instrument. Pick one. Can we have woodwinds? Not in a pandemic, I guess, right? So guitars, pianos, drums, no flutes or horns of any kind. What else could you use? Everything. Harps. Ooh, all stringed instruments. Technically, piano is a stringed instrument, right? A harp is just simply a piano skeleton without all this shit. I want to learn to play the pan flute though. Okay, excuse me. You can play a wind instrument, but you can't play it around everybody else. How's that? What else? What else? Other instruments are there? There's a ton of other instruments. Here's the thing. I'm looking at myself with this toothpick in my mouth. I quit smoking. Like 20 years ago, right? 25 years ago, 20 years ago, somewhere in there. No. You know exactly when you quit smoking. When did you quit smoking? Oh my, yeah, okay. So 20 years ago, I quit smoking 20 years ago. And for a long time, I had toothpicks. I walked around with toothpicks, right? Something to do with my tongue, right? Something to do, just know and play with and Then, like, I just started seeing all these kind of like crime shows with DNA and my paranoia. And my paranoia led me to stop doing that, right? Not because I'd be guilty of anything, but because I just don't fucking trust this system anymore. I just really don't. Come on, Mother Nature, bring it. Famous last words. pretty good. Hey, that's the first verse of that. That's the first time with mistakes I made music on stream. Actually, the second time I made music on stream. The first time, the 90-minute stream went silent. Remember that? And I was furious. I was like, wow, I think I did it, and you guys missed it. But I was so proud of myself. And then I was and then it turns out that it wasn't the video was caught, but the audio wasn't. That sounds awesome. And while you play on your porch, take out your instrument, your musical instrument. Ugh, missed it completely. Ugh, not good. Wow. And the other one is ugh. Right, it was. It's so good. It's so good. Look, listen. Don't let anybody tell you that small things like this are unimportant. They're super incredibly important. Uh, you are a creature of this place. This is your environment. The amount of people who are afraid to get wet by walking in the rain and not by going far either. They act like rain hitting them is like acid. They don't want their hair messed up or their this messed up or they're wearing a nice suit. Look, if whatever you're wearing, it's not. I mean, water doesn't stain, right? It's water. It's the perfect. What do they call it? Well, okay. First of all, it is a universal solvent. It will bring everything down to its atoms if you leave it in water. Um, but it's the nectar of the gods, right? We should all be drinking it right now. Everything you drink, its base is water, right? So come on, seriously, you're fine with it. You are an element of this plane, right? You are part grit and gristle as well as moisture and liquid and a whole bunch of spirit put in you by the grand wizards of the cosmos or God or the great spirit or an accident of, you know, nature or whatever. You are here. And what matters is that you don't get so far up your own ass that you can't even see the trees, which we're killing off. Right? Better respect this. You might one day be able to tell your great grandkids how you once saw the last tree. That's a sad vision, right? Sad thought, rather. Woo! Ah. Everybody's coming home. See all the cars pulling in. People ready to. That's what I'm talking about. Look, it's instead of looking at your life as one of in the small microcosm of your existence, think about your life and my life, and maybe your neighbor's life. You know, we're all sort of on the same clock. We're pushed to not dig each other because people want power, and you're essentially a soldier in someone's army. And I've decided to be a wizard. You know, I'm gonna be a wizard at this. I don't want to be a soldier anymore. I don't want to march around to get somebody elected and then watch nothing get done. So yeah, this is where I'm at. And I'm back to the basics. Look at how fucking awesome the weather is. Go to the beach. No beaches by you. Go for a hike in the fucking. I would love to go to like a national park. Some people live by national parks. Get the bike ride through them all the time. Get to drive through them and go to work, and miss all of it. And don't get me wrong. Don't watch too much stuff while you're driving, but you know, acknowledge the fantasticness of the deal that's going on here. Some people don't even have trees where they are, and they're miserable. Yeah, so let the Taliban have their desert. And if I was president, I'd have taken their water because I'm that guy. I'll shake your hand and I'll reach out to you. But as soon as you prove to me that you're an asshat and I can be dark to you, that was the old me. I'm trying to learn guitar now. All right, what are we doing? I see that when I do this. You know, it's all over my front. Cicada like shells. I think I count too fast for these. Ooh, that air is warm and moist. It's like nature farting. It's just warm, so you can feel the warm moisture air coming through. Um, no rain yet, but it's gonna be bubbling. It's crackling. Here comes the rain. I was hoping it was blowing that way, but it's blowing this way, which means I have to close these windows because my computer is there and my TV is there, but it's not brutal yet. 35 minutes, huh? How long do you think we have? Wow. Wind test. Here we go. It's nice. It's nice. It's powerful. Ugh. So yeah, now when I do these things, I normally flush them or burn them or destroy them. I'm very paranoid. Ooh, wow, look at this. Nothing. Blew it right out. Ooh, I'm feeling wet on my legs. All right. Yeah, we're gonna close this window. We're gonna close. I hate it. We gotta go to the other room and close that window. All right, I think I've decided to move that PC in a room full of carpeting. I don't want to put it on the floor so it's on like a lift, but I think I want to somehow get it away from that window so I could keep a window open. It's Altham. All right, this may be the earliest show we've had. We're going to try and ride it out until the rains get heavy. But yeah, like I said, I shut everything down when the storms roll in. Maybe if I can crack it like half an inch. What happened? Did the wind shift? Can I open these windows now? So weird. The wind shifted. I used to sit with the window open and watch the storms out of my high-rise apartment. It was quite nice. It was quite a treat, especially just for someone who likes storms. Yeah, it's blowing this way. We gotta close these windows. Oh well. Oh well. We were lucky the last 2 out of 4 times, right? The wind blew from the whatever direction that is to this way, and my patio door was able to just kind of channel the wind throughout and blow all the out with the bad air, in with the good. Here, how about this? I hit a driver's light. I was driving today. I hit the light. I'm the first at the light, so I'm sitting there. Another guy rolls up. His window's all down. It's like 80 degrees. My window was down too, and the wind was blowing through his passenger side, out across him and his passenger, out his driver's side, into my passenger side window, across me and out my driver's side window. And I could smell his cologne and his air conditioning, his car freshener. I just rolled my window up. That's how you get COVID. I was like, because in some of this, there's oxygen that he's breathing. I was like, don't know yet. Rolled the windows up. Yeah, man. It's spooky. And it's not spooky in the good way. I don't see the trees like moving. Every time I open the window, they begin to bend like I need to build a fucking boat. We're gonna go over here and crack it a little bit. 2 inches on each one. That's what she said. All right. Everybody calm down. We can all appreciate it really good. That's what she said joke. Excuse me. All right. I've got my eye on it. Because apparently it keeps shifting. Why are we talking about the weather? You know why we're talking about the weather? Because I'm obsessed with stuff like this. Um, I look around, I follow a lot of podcasts, read a lot of stuff, look at what everybody's interested in. I'm not interested in any of that. I mean, uh, I think I know a lot about all of that. I'm just no longer interested. I think a lot of these fights are kept around to keep us at each other's throats. And I figure I'm one less soldier in that fight to be at each other's throats. That's essentially it. Want to be happy? It sounds corny, but start being happy. Even stuff that you're not happy about, you start up with being, okay, well, I'm grateful that happened. Grateful is below happy. It really is, right? Just like joyous is happy is below joyous. There are levels to happiness. Ecstatic is up there too, but you can be, ecstatic is a positive. So yeah. So these are the ladders you're on. Most people rarely find joy, but they can be happy with a football game or, a funny joke or whatever. Few things make you ecstatic, right? I would hope that it would be weddings and babies. Wind shifted, right? I would hope it'd be weddings and babies. Just like people are unhappy, and the other skill that people can be unhappy, but sorrow is deeper than unhappy. Like there's sad, and then there's grief, right? And then there's the sorrow, which is deeper than grief. Just like grief is deeper than sadness. There are ladders. People, I argue with people all the time. They always use words in the wrong context, and it sort of bothers me because you give trivial things more weight with the words that you use, and then you find out, oh wait, what that it wasn't that bad, right? Or you give serious things with actually that it really happens that you give serious things like a trivial kind of like delivery. But man, I gotta tell you, it's sort of crazy how some of this stuff is not known anymore. And I had a shitty education, and I will argue it out with people who had good college educations from like Ivy League schools, and I'll be like, "You don't know fucking anything." It's like you're a fucking idiot. Let's make sure we're still streaming. Let's make sure we're still streaming. Okay, excellent. So yeah, thunderstorms roll in. If you're in the Northeast, snowstorms happen. You got warm clothes, throw on a parka. Go out and build a snowman. Take your kids out while it's falling and it's beautiful. Take pictures of them. You'll be happy forever. Right? The leaves turn. I used to love fall in like the Northeast, but here it's nice. There are no blizzards. I'm all for that. Go down to why don't you take my own advice and get down to the beach? But yeah, go down to the beach. Talk to that pretty girl. Take a risk. I should do that too, right? Talk to that pretty guy. Handsome guy? Pretty guy? I don't know. Do we even do that anymore? Handsome and pretty? It's pretty relative. Well, obviously pretty is relative. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but a lot of people believe that beauty is, we all agree on what beautiful is. So I don't know. I guess it is in the eye of the beholder, but it's also kind of like a publicly known quantity, right? This woman is beautiful. That man is handsome or beautiful or whatever. Versus me, I mean, I'm just stunning. I mean, it's, the cosmos gave me my own answer to that one. It's still rolling. It is awesome. Please get out and get some nature. For all the cop shows and craziness you watch, you should watch at least one nature documentary. They're on YouTube and Netflix, and not nature, but like they have some without the sounds, just kind of like cool imagery. 15 minutes. What? Go get yourself some of that. Reconnect you to the grandness that is you in your terrarium. You are a warrior. Yeah. I might be able to open both these windows now. Oops. Are we all right? Everybody okay? I didn't mean to jostle you. Of course, as soon as I open the window, the wind shifts and it starts blowing in here, which means it's going to bring the rains in here. It's so nice. It's so nice. All right. The second one of these was no, what's it? It was right. Then it's back to A. It is this. It's this. Then it's D. Then it's E. Then it's back to A. Back to A, like I said. Back to D. Back to A, right? E. Open. A. A. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's try the whole thing. That's the second one. The first one is. Oh. What? Let's try. Okay. Yep. That's twice. Then E. I'm having trouble getting to my E. Once. A. Once. A. E. A. Right? It's E. Okay, what am I missing in this thing that we've been playing for 3 days? Right? It's then it close. The first one closes is A sus, A, E, A. No, A sus, A, E, A sus, A, E, A. The second one is A, D, A, E, A. That's not right. Now I gotta look it up. All right. You will drop this down here. and we're going to find that thing that we were doing all day. I am telling you, I go through a lot of YouTube. All right. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. It's never in my recents, just because I go through it so fast. I really do. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The storms are coming. Come on, come on, come on. History. All right, here we go. All right, here it is. Let's open this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's copy this. Let's stop that right there and bring it over here. All right. Paste and go. We're shrink this down. And look, just like that, the imagery, the
once we've got
ADE, right? Okay, fine. So what is this again? ADE. All right, so A sus A sus A EA. What's the original one?
try playing that now.
Good Lord, that is loud AF. AEA. I think it's AEA in the other one too. All right. So what was that? I was getting caught up. AEA. All right. Insurance. Insurance. AEA. All right. And over here it's ADAE. ADAE. Okay. The wind has shifted. All right. Falling rain always sounds like frying bacon to me. I think it's the most amazing thing. Remember, we do a morning pod. It's an hour and about 15 minutes. We do an evening pod. It's an hour and about 2 hours. So we generally do between an hour and a half and 3.5 hours. But not on rainy days. The weather. Whew, excuse me. It's one. It's D. Yeah. It's right, 2, 2, then do it right. Then it's 2 of these. Then it's this. What? It's twice. What is going on here? Oh. Then wow. I'm getting confused here. Hold on. It's back to A once, back to E, and then back to A. Right, and the other one is stop it. No. Get in your position. Wow. All right. Okay. No, it's that's the first one. The second one is this. And the third one is this. And the third one is this. Fourth one is this. Back to D. Oops. Then to A. God dang it. E. Back to A. No. Back to A. Sweet Jeebus. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. It's still raining, but it looks like the thundering and lightning might be over, he said as the thunder kicks up. Just like Mom used to make. We've been streaming for an hour. I want to thank all of you who chose to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative I'm appreciative of your time. But we slow stuff down around here when thunderstorm drove through just because it's an act of God and it's baller ass awesome. So excuse me, nature is important. So I've been up since about 5 today. But that's fine. Uh I was up early yesterday, and then last night after the stream, I think I crashed at like 10 and got up a little early, 5 in the morning today. I wish I would have been able to hold out to about 11:30. No, I would have probably got up at 6:30, which would have been bad. I guess 5 was good. Y'all don't hear that? Look, listen. Oh my goodness. Especially those files synced to the cloud, such as Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, and iCloud. Pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. If you're not home yet, please get home safe. Drive carefully. But when you need to make a move, make powerful moves. Don't half-ass your deal. Yeah, this seems about right. I gotta tell you, man, person, sorry. I always say man, I'm trying not to offend anybody, but when I correct myself and say person, I just sound stupid. Getting your comfy clothes almost did these destroy my drawers. Had to remember I wasn't wearing shorts. Nobody needs to see that. I'm not tired. I'm just sort of what's a good word? I'm not tired, but I am sort of pooped. My friend used to say that rain had a smell. That he was like, wow, that smell of rain. And I'm like, what? But yeah, I definitely think rain has a sound, and to me, it sounds like bacon frying. Woo-wee. All right, so man, it's pretty freaking impressive. Oh, here comes the wind again. Okay, I think my count is off with this. I'm getting 19 miles. I think it should be 1,000. Maybe it's. Then it rolls on like God is trying to clear his throat. It really is freaking amazing. All right, we'll be right back. Woo! Bring the rain, David. Am I gonna open that other window? I don't mind the other window getting wet, but the winds have shifted on me again. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm looking for you. Can't be dropping ice cubes on expensive poor equipment. Come on, rain. I slowed this whole stream down for you. Impress me with your magnificence. Oh. Oh, what a thing to do. Newest car yellow. Whiskey and amaretto is the bomb, I'm telling you. Especially peanut butter whiskey. Oh, wow. That was not good. What is going on around here? You're still, oh yeah, you're still the one. How did I spill this all over myself? You know, I'm firing these people. Okay, I'm gonna take that as an act of God that I should not fire those people. For you, I bleed myself dry. So, I found this workout routine. Not really workout routine, more like a plank and push-up routine. I haven't even started yet. I might start it August 1st. A nice round like August 1st. So you're like, oh, I remember starting August 1st, and it's been 30 days. January, it's been 4 months, or whatever the case may be. It's so impressive. You know I love you so. So yeah, this is why acoustics are awesome, because that way you don't have to plug them in a thunderstorm and piss off the music gods who want you to be playing acoustics only. That would be the simplest way to do that. It would be here. How would you get off of that though? Every thunderstorm, I miss that dog. She really was the only one in the world who needed me and let me know that she appreciated me. She was such an amazing creature. I love my family and my friends, but I gotta tell you, if I get to heaven and my dog is not there, I'm gonna fucking have to have a talk with the management because that's a fucking place I don't want to live in too long. How dare you not have dogs in heaven? I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Who's allergic? Don't even get me started, man. Oh man, I'm about to blaspheme all up in here. So yeah, I'm obviously a dog person. I'm gonna get this tattoo that I got in Australia done over with her portrait as soon as I find someone who's competent. Not a giant one. I'm not sickle psycho, but I still may get married and have some kids, right? Then I get those pictures all over my face. A picture of me right here. I'm just being silly, people. You're still, oh yeah, you're still the one.
You have to watch the film.
For you, I believe myself
For the D major,
right.
you're playing the open D string, and for the A major, you're playing the open A string. So the thumb has to move up and down the higher string.
Should I have switched this so you can see what he's doing?
Once we've got the D major to the A major change, we can try the A major.
I don't really have the D to the A or the E. My goodness, do you hear that? Let's try these. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good either. It's hearing this. Okay, so if I'm doing this, I got to be hitting these four. And not. So how do you either miss them or you silence them? It's not good though. You can reach over here and silence over those fingers. I guess you could do this. Why don't you just hit the keys you're supposed to hit? come. Good Lord, man. You need to press down. This finger is not pressing down hard enough. That's why there's that rattle. That's the problem. Easily cured by this. So I'm hitting it right. I'm just not like I was doing on the other show, like choking the fucking neck. Hold it. Right? We've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. Did you guys hear that? That's not that one. That one is this one. What the fuck? Lord, man. Now all of a sudden I'm leaning up against the... I just saw an image glitch. Every time there's an image glitch, we have to check the stream because I hate to say it, there are issues. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Yeah, that shows me that I'm streaming over there. There's an image glitch. We have to check the stream. This one is 5 minutes behind the other one. All right, excellent. Let's just close the stream. I'm not even gonna argue with you because you don't make any fucking sense. Maybe for my birthday. Oh, look at this image. This is why I can't game on this restreamer. Look at this image. I am going to have to buy myself a new guitar. I really am. I'm just okay, maybe not a new guitar. I try and keep the mic out of the way of the camera so you can see my finger work or whatever. I do things with a visual flair. I can't even call myself an ex-film student. But I do know all that stuff. I would love to make a movie. Look, not a movie, like shorts. Well, I guess you can on YouTube nowadays and all this stuff. But, you know, like I said, going back to Friends, it takes allies to do this. I know a lot of people who will do it with me, but then I will have to argue with them all the time. And that's not what this is about, right? You're not helping someone rewrite their vision or whatever. You're helping them do this thing in whatever capacity they ask you to help. I need a co-director. I need a fucking co-writer. I need an actress. I need an actor. Can you help me produce this thing? What does a producer do? Oh, well, help me shoot location spot things, you know, blah, 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 blah. Run through some of the paper. Okay, fine, I'll help you that. But then you get to the set and everybody's like, I think, yeah, it goes off the rails fast, especially since nobody's got a contract and no one's being paid. This is why small things are hard to get done with people, because people will happily grandstand and not think about the larger vision down the line, right? And you've seen exercises of this, people who've actually had enough discipline to get something shot. Kevin Smith is one of my favorite people because of this thing that he did, right? And he's witty and he's clever and he can write a screenplay. No film school, just him and like 8 homies. What can you and 8 of your homies do? I told a story about like me going to get milk this morning, and I walk into the 7-Eleven, and there's 2 guys like in their mid-20s, I guess, young hip hoppers as I like to call them now, and one behind each register, but one was stocking, I guess. And so I get behind there's 2 customers, me and this other customer who's already being handled. So I walk up to the counter, and there's 2 guys behind there, and the guy makes eye contact with me. I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, we're closed. I'm like, I just said, what's up? It was before 7 a.m., so it was before the 7 o'clock show. So maybe it was like 6:30, 6:40, right? Because it's a quick walk over there. And like his buddy gave him shit about it, like until I left. Like, yeah, man, he just said, what's up? He didn't die. Like, I'm like, but that's like his boy fucking with him is funny. He said something stupid to like back it up, but it's like, this is where you are. Like, it's always some snarky bullshit, which leads to like good projects breaking down because everybody's grandstanding. You don't ever do anything in some of these arenas because and I'm talking about Black people now, is in the culture. It's been put in the culture, but it's heavily in the culture. No one works together, so none of the things that we should be doing together will ever work because the first group of people you have to worry about is nonsense people. So yeah, I think the storm might be over, which is sad. It stopped raining. Did it stop raining, or is that rain from the leaves of the trees? Nah, it's trying to rain, but that's all right. That's fine. That's cool. I appreciate the attempt. We've been streaming for an hour and 25 minutes or so. An hour and 23 minutes. We've been playing guitar for about 20 of those hour and 23 minutes. We've been marveling at the sky and the clouds and the roar of the thunder, the strike of the lightning, the crash and boom of it all. Down the line, we want to learn. If we wanted to write this down, as bad as that is, we want to be able to write that down. Right? There's a measurement to this and a timing to it, and we should be able to write that down. There's a tonal note to everything with string, and we should be able to write that down. And that's what we want. And I really like playing without the pick because you can plug so many strings at the same time. Right? What were we doing? 1, 2. It was 5. No, was it? Was it this? Yeah, it was this. We could move this up. Or we could do. We can't do all 3 of these, can we? I couldn't do that with a pick. That's horrible, but I couldn't do that with a pick. I'm anticipating to being decent enough to start a revolution of finger players. Yeah, baby. That's how we have to. Wow, it got hot in here all of a sudden. That's how we have to think about it. I was trying to get that rattle out by squeezing it and it hasn't been working. So I'll hear that. Once I really squeeze down on it, it stops rattling. Ooh, that hurts your fingers like the freaking frick. Oh, wow. Every time I think it's my pinky, I find out it's another finger entirely. You want to do some finger exercises? Wow. Wow. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Not awesome, kids. But that's all right. One of these days, baby. Yo. I remember the first 2 weeks. I didn't even know how to hold this thing. Now I'm more comfortable holding it, but still making a hot mess. All right. And wow, am I sweating up a storm? Sweet. Hey. All right. This is what we need to do. Everybody just calm down. Everybody just calm down. We're all fine. Calm down. Hold on. Oh. Whew. in my mind's eye, here we are, right? Some of us playing guitar, some of us sipping whiskey or wine or whatever. All of us talking, maybe some kids running around by our feet, right? Maybe there's a barbecue going. Just church of music, you know what I'm saying? Some people learning at all stages of learning. Some people have written stuff, some people have never written stuff, some people have written stuff that you like. Everybody just kind of like trying to get to a good place with a discipline, right? And it happens to be music for everybody. Don't worry, over at the next party, they're doing painting, right? There's a house done. So, get with who you feel well, first of all, find your discipline or your genre, as they say in science fiction, right? Well, not science fiction, but as in literature or movie writing, or whatever. Find your group, and this is our group, and maybe you don't belong in this group, but I'm just saying you can find your group, and in your mind's eye, kind of like this, because that's going to give you a feeling and an energy, even though it never happens in real life. It's going to give you a feeling and an energy, and when you sort of like feel good around an environment like that. I love to go to a bar where people play live music regularly, but not just that. I knew those guys, right? That kind of thing would be awesome. I run into them at like the groups. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm working on this thing. People not always talk about music. Of course, we love sports too. We talk about sports and but the idea that you go, oh yeah, I'm kind of working on this stupid thing. You want to listen to it? That kind of thing. Someone you could have listened to your music or show your writing, your novel, screenplay, whatever, poetry, right? Show this painting I've been working on. I can't really figure it out. Oh, and another painter who goes, oh, we'll just knock this out and maybe you should think about that. And he goes, well, maybe not that, but the other thing that you said earlier. So like you can work it out with other people. That's the kind of good energy you want. I'm out here sort of like, man, I'm like, oh, am I not going to be able to, maybe we'll rename the stream. Well, it's probably too late, but the idea that you have all this magic, untapped magic in you, going to waste should make you crazy. I can't say it makes me crazy. I wish I could say that, but that would be hyperbole. But it should make you crazy. It made me crazy. And now I'm doing this, embarrassing myself on the internet, learning to play the fucking guitar. Yeah, people are going to be like, that guy fucking sucks. Look at him. But you know what I know? I know people change. I know I'm never as bad as I was the first day I tried something. And neither will you be. Never as bad as you was the first day you tried something. Whether it's walking when you're a little kid or rolling over or running, right? Or throwing a ball or throwing a strikeout or hitting a home run. Right? Once you've done it a few times, you get better and better at it. And never as bad as your first story was, oh, okay. But by the time your 50th story, your 100th story, people are like, we're on my 30th day of practice. I expect to be not the best guitar player. And mind you, this is about learning music, which we sort of slowed down on a lot. But we're coming back to that. But not the best guitar player in the world. I expect to be able to pick up a guitar and play not just 3 or 4 songs, but like a bunch of them. I want to show that I'm serious to myself, that I studied and I did this thing. And I'm also thinking about picking up my, writing again. And, I wrote out that stupid little plot that I didn't do much with after I was happy to tell you that I wrote it. I actually went back 2 days ago and read it. And I was like, this is why my writings don't work out. I'll go, ooh, this is great. And then if I read it again, I go, I'll change all this. And it's a totally different story. Then I read that again and I change it all. And so I'm best with just writing it out, right? But everyone told me, oh, you have to have a plot. And I realized people write differently. What do they call me? The seat of the pants writer. Most people know where the story's going to end up, and I'll just write, right? And I'll walk myself into some corners. I may have to go back a couple of times to walk myself out of those corners, out of that maze, that dead end, to get the story going. But I like having written. I'm not saying that everybody, like I've shown very few people my screenplays. I think all in all, it must have been about 8 people, right? A handful of other screenwriters. My friend who wrote a couple of books, and the screenwriting teacher, my friend who wrote a couple of books, and a friend of mine who was also like trying to write. But my friend who I was most friends with, who wrote the couple of books, sort of had problems with it because it was unorthodox. But she liked the story, right? She was a romance person, but she liked my science fiction story. And but again, she could have been just saying that because to be nice. But at the end of the day, everybody was like, man, this destruction, too many typos and spellings, and I don't get this character. I like ignore the typos and the fucking spellings, man. What do you think about the story? So that's what it is. You will get some headaches from the things you write, but if it makes you feel good writing, then write them because it makes you feel good. But maybe there's something else that you can do that complements that, right? And makes it a double threat. Look, I'm not, like I said here, I'm not trying to make albums or do any of that stuff, right? I'm not trying to produce anything or be produced by anyone. I've always thought the better version of me as a person could cook well, and I think I do that pretty okay. Could play an instrument, and I don't play any instruments. Could cut, draw, and sketch well, which I grew up doing, but now I think it's horrible, and I have to kind of work on my first love, which was the first thing I knew, which was drawing. All this because I think a lot of the time I just spent screaming into the wind with politics, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to end this life being a better version of the person I've been for a while now. And I think I was a pretty decent person, but yeah, I want to be a better version of that. And some of that has me picking up old habits. Like I used to love nature, like yeah, and now I'm like, look at me, stop talking about yeah. So I'm embracing all that stuff because I'm pretty sure a lot of people be like, I'm not cutting the TV off to watch the cloud. What the fuck is wrong with you? I respect that. That's fine. But I used to keep this quiet about me. Now I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But I'm gonna sing it from the rafters that shit is awesome, right? So that's where I'm at on my journey. And we all have one, but let's not get crazy. Everybody's journey is not so unique and so ridiculous that everybody's off on some utterly alone thing. And they're not. Most people journeys are, you'd be surprised. We're from the same society, for God's sake, are very similar. And I think a lot of people have the same issue that I have, right? And now they're like, where is that guitar I put down? I should get, and then even putting new strings on it and wakes up something, right? So we're trying to wake up stuff that if we didn't try to be a better pod person that the society wants you to be, maybe some of you did it, and maybe some of you didn't. But get some of your, I can't even say humanity, some of your spiritual swag back. How about that? Yeah, just instead of liking everybody else's music, I want to like. I'm not really going to create music, but like something that I create is what I'm trying to tell you. But who knows? Maybe I'll make YouTube videos and make my own music. That seems fairly attainable, right? Just guitar music in the background. So yeah, that seems very attainable. And who knows? Once I get that, maybe I'll raise the bar, and then something else is very attainable. And before you know it, maybe I will have a freaking guitar album of your greatest hits. I don't even know what that would be. You know what I'm saying? So it's it is what it is, man. Just more bad mojo or trying to do something different. I chose to try and do something different. I will say this. Peanut butter whiskey. Dangerous. I knew this going in as a young man drinking. Back when they first invented the apple teeny. I was like, "Ooh, this is the sweetest shit ever." I'm gonna do nothing but buy this for cute young ladies. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, margaritas, martinis, they were all sweet, and you literally could not taste the alcohol until you stood up, and kind of like the whole room just went jagoom goom, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Holy fuck, I'm smashed!" Uh, my God, too many chocolatinis. Oh my God, I would get home at 3:30, wrecked as fuck, and then walk the dog for like till 4, because the dog had to be walked. And I knew if I walked her now, there were people out where I was going to be mugged, like very crowded area. People out with my dog, definitely not going to be mugged. But if I walked her that night, I wouldn't have to get up and walk in the morning. And in the morning, I was going to be hurting, and I usually was. So, but that was back when I was, God, how old was I? Oh my God, that's exactly how old I was. All right, yeah, all right, we have to. I saw a freeze. I know exactly how old I was when I got her, and how old I was, how old, by tracking back how old she was when she passed away. Oh my God, that's exactly how. All right, wow. The one of these streamers is at least 10 seconds behind the other streamer, which is good. I also saw this thing where it said, "Don't put Q-tips in your ear." I only buy Q-tips for 2 reasons. One, to clean my ear out, and one, it just feels nice scratching my ear, right? And two, for art. I use them in canvases and painting and stuff, and cleaning various equipment. But apparently, you're not supposed to freaking stick them in your ear. What the fuck am I supposed to do with them? Oh, good Lord, they've been telling me forever. Don't stick Q-tips and your elbows in your ear. You ever heard that one? As kids, we were like this for like a good summer, trying to, don't stick Q-tips or your elbow in your ear. Can you get your elbow? Can you get your elbow here? What about you? Can you get your... The things you learn on TV, kids, don't act like it doesn't happen. People are not influenced by any of that stuff. Absolutely, absolutely are. Absolutely are. Good Lord. Sometimes let's practice ADE, going back and forth between those, because I think I need help. And I need to practice on a metronome. And no, we're not going to tune this guitar because we're fucking rebels. How's that? We'll turn that down. Hopefully you guys don't get too much of that. How did I open this by accident? We'll close this. Do this. We'll do this. Do you guys hear that? The thunder is thundering again. It's good stuff. Ugh. That's my finger touching it. Ah. Ah. Are we gonna hang this up yet? All right, this is what we're gonna do, people. We're gonna close this up for a second. We're gonna have a powwow. We're gonna talk about the promise, loop, show controls, open video in new tabs, save video as copy video, adjust picture in picture. All right, everybody just calm down. I gotta tell you, I think we're doing okay. I know I should have 1 million fans and all this stuff, but you know what? The sacred few of you who are here and have been with me this long, man, I can't even tell you. I cannot even tell you. And it's only been 30 days, 38 days. This shit is not over, man. If you get our way, we're plotting against everybody to make everybody a better musician, right? And while we're all going to be musicians, oh my God, imagine if just dreaming, like Star Trek dreaming, like going to the final frontier of like your ability. Like I said a couple of days ago, imagine if everybody in America, whatever you did, well, you were also a musician. I'm a truck driver, but I play the this. But I'm a doctor, but I play the that. You know, I'm a postal worker, but I play the this. I'm a dog walker, but I play the that. I'm a nurse, but I play this. Oh, my husband, he's a truck driver, but he plays that. Our kids play this. You know, music will be a totally different landscape. Somebody would show up with that twerking shit, and they will be like, "What the fuck is this?" Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? That's how destitute music has become. Ooh, man, whew, we're gonna tilt this up. I want to tilt it up and away from me though. Not better. What if we cut it off? Oh, you know why? Because I have this on so bright. Let's see what happens if we drop this out of the. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. So if we had kept this on, it'd be different but better. But with this monitor in front of me with an all-white screen, ooh-wee. All right. So what do we got going? Let's move this. Every time I move this, I'm going to, you know what? Let's put this here. But you know what? You're never there. You're always around right here. So if I'm looking to find you, you need to be on this table. Oh, I still have picks, though I don't play them anymore. Let's put you in the pick category. But you're my favorite picks. All right, let's leave you here for another couple of weeks, just in case I go back to plectrums. Plectrums. Look, you can have a good life without being a trillionaire. You know what I'm saying? Good friends, good music. I'm gonna have to move that camera right here. Uh, good friends, good music, good times, good company, loyalty, some honesty. Let's not be too honest. Some honesty, uh, some levity, some brevity. Right? Everybody just seems so unhappy, and I think it's because everybody's chasing the same shit. All the shit that I did not want 30 years ago, I still don't want. But it is what it is, man. But I did interesting stuff though, right? I was an actor for a little bit, tried stand-up comedy, right? Was a graffiti guy for a while, was a painter and a writer for a while. I tried shit to sort of expand my creative heart versus a lot of people didn't try. Now, mind you, you should try it. Doesn't mean you have to show your creative works to anybody, but you should try it. See how it expands, because it's really is between you and your subconscious, right? Of what you pull out of your head, and that's the magic of it. What you choose to keep in your poem, your song, your movie, your novel, right? This creative endeavor, and who knows, it might fucking make you rich. Come on, so yeah, give that a shot. And it doesn't have to be 500 pages out the gate. You could try to write a very simple 5-page novel, not novel, novellas are 50 pages, a 5-page super short story. I think short stories are three pages or longer, right? What would you write about? Just curious. This one. This was trying to suppress the cough. Ah, this is one of my favorite shirts because it's the uniformity of it amazes me. I mean, it's really is just nice. I would totally get another one. I'm such a weirdo. What do you like? You know what I'm saying? Is it things and stuff? 1,000 pair of shoes? Really? I don't even like the idea of having too many guitars. And I have 3. I may buy 2 more, but that's it. For God's sakes. Come on now. Anyway, I don't know. It stopped raining. I want to say the ground is beginning to dry, but I think some places are dry because they didn't get through the trees. Gotta tell you, be very careful the people you trust in this environment. The wind just kicked up this way again. Oh, I'm about 4 feet from the window. The last time blew it right out. It was fantastic. Um, young people should really be wary of your elders. I hate to say it. They always think you're stupid and want to run you into pins for their well-being. It's always a problem. Black people, be very wary of white liberals who claim to be your allies because they ain't been doing shit for you either. Women, be very wary of these men in positions who, I mean, I'm not a lady, I don't know what they do, but I'm pretty sure that women have issues with those guys. Men in work, be wary of like these creepers, these women who are looking to marry, right? Be wary. So I think that they've made enough bad judgment that everybody feels sketchy about everybody else, right? If you're a good guy or a bad guy, right? Um, excuse me. So just be wary, but don't be ridiculous. You know your judgment. You, oh, excuse me, will know. You will know when someone sort of wigs you out and makes it perpetually. Do I want to say uncomfortable? Maybe not uncomfortable. Perpetually less enjoyable, right? You know those people. Just like the people who are always a good time, right? Um, you have those friends. Those friends exist in the workplace too. Uh, and you don't have to spend a ton of time with them, but you can see how they get down with other people, what they say about other people. This sounds like there was a car accident. Down here, nothing but car accidents. Nothing but car accidents and shootings. Car accidents and shootings. Um, let's be clear. We are a small group traveling this journey. Everyone else will ridicule you. Don't even tell them that you like this or you follow this. But everyone else will ridicule you because they won't get it. Because this show is not really a lot about. Well, I do play guitar a lot. I've got calluses and I'm busting my ass and I'm doing this thing over the next 1,000 days. But people will be like, but he's not teaching you anything. Why are you watching him? Right? And you can tell them that as you play the piano or the drums or the whatever, right? The whole point here is discipline. It really is discipline. And this music may morph into something else, but I'm committed to music for the next 1,000 days. And after that, it's not like I'm going to stop. It may morph into, and I do other stuff, and you can do other stuff too. But maybe you'll pop in 2 months and see how far I've gotten, and then be impressed, right? I've had some people tell me that I made progress already in just these last 38 days, right? Super like great to hear. But I know I've made some progress. I couldn't play anything. I didn't know how to hold the guitar, and now I do. So change is possible. Not only is it possible, I hate to tell you, but change is inevitable. So you might as well ride it. Change is a wave, and you might as well get your fucking surfboard out and do this thing. What do you want to do? Write, paint, draw? Please don't tell me you want to lose weight. This is the lamest shit ever. Right? You want to leave something. Your kids can't read that you lost weight. Right? If you go, oh my God, mom had a trove of fucking novels here, or dad had a trove of fucking paintings here, or my sister had a trove of these great poems, or show them that you were thinking when you weren't around people. Right? And who knows, maybe you should send it in. So I can sit here and be like, oh my God, this is the best shit I've ever read. How did she come up with this? How did he come up with this? Oh man, I gotta be like them. I gotta read more of their stuff to maybe right. Then maybe my 7,000 day show will be about you, right? And that's how you. I don't know how people are affected by other people, but we are, right? I'm a weirdo because a lot of interesting people made me interesting. I want to say, am I interesting? But like, yeah, the stories you read and the you read as a child and will color your wants as an adult, and that's the truth. I don't know why we're talking about this right now because we're not about to end the stream. We are have been streaming for 2 hours and a minute or so. Wow. Okay. So let's close this. And let's go over here and close this. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. What happened to that thing that I had open? Here it is. All right, there you go. So yeah, man, it's sort of sorry, not man. I look, yeah, man. Like I'm talking to like I chit chat like I'm talking with the fellas, like laid back and easy with you because that's where I'm most comfortable. But I know that it's well, this is a black centric show because I'm black, and I can only talk from a black perspective, right? So, but that doesn't mean you have to be black, right? We don't talk about black topics. We talk about music and current politics and current day social stuff, right? So it's all weird, man. It's all very, very bizarre. How bizarre. Um, and the ooh, and the rainstorm has left. So the rainstorm has it's still raining. Huh. Huh. Okay. Wow. Saw that? The magnificence of a storm. If it comes at night, kill most of the lights. Get your guitar out, a glass of wine. I smoke ritually, right? So good stuff, music, conversation. But roll a J if you wanna. Get a little transistor radio out. Sit out there with your best man or your best gal, with your dog. I got a whole picture in my head of how your whole setup should look, right? Uh, and if you don't, come on down and we'll get that for you, right? I'm not selling sofas out here. I'm sort of selling spiritual connectedness to like the people who do I want to say get it? People who sort of are looking for something like discipline and learning music and right because you know that will enrich them and we're not being pompous about it, right? Maybe it'll make you rich. That's fine, right? We're not saying be a religious hermit and not share with the world. Like God forbid, go get rich, please go get rich. But I think look, not Bruce Willis. Bruce Springsteen was a garage mechanic while he did this shit, right? It's discipline to it. He could have gave up. And mind you, not everybody's going to be super famous. And between you and the wallpaper, I don't get Bruce Springsteen. I don't get it. He's got songs I like, but I'm like, he still has this working man aesthetic, but he's a millionaire in Jersey. I think he's just a hometown boy that Jersey should love, but everyone else I don't get why they love him. Biggie's a hometown boy. Not everybody loves Biggie. All right. Rags to Riches story. Not everybody loves Biggie. Everybody in Brooklyn loves Biggie. I love Biggie. There's something to be said for hometown heroes, boys and girls. I can almost see the strings in my mind's eye. This is because I've been playing this thing for 38 straight days, twice a day. Minimum 3 hours a day, I would say, for the last 30 days. That's fine. Because we're on a 1,000-day journey, baby. Hello, Preston. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you come through. Well, mind you, we're here every morning, 7 a.m., and every afternoon, 7 p.m. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's a hard one flag. Yeah, please put a flag up, not a small one. Get a giant ass obnoxious flag. This is the standard flag that you can fly from a flagpole. Get one. Me? No. I'm not a veteran. I'm what would you call it? What would I call me? I'm obsessed with the founders. I'm obsessed with like the country and the founders. I've always has been. I would hope to be, but here's the thing about the word patriotic and patriot. I try and be patriotic, but the term patriot can only be given to you. You can't claim it, right? So excuse me. So and that's my opinion. But once somebody claims that they're a patriot, I instantly sort of roll my eyes at it. But if you did something, and I think anybody who joined the military did a thing, or if you're a civilian, like I'm a civilian, and you do some grand thing like 9/11, you were helping those people in the face of all that stuff, and you've got no training, and you are a patriot, man. You are just the best neighbor that you're supposed to be under our system, right? It's patriotic. You did it for your neighbor. Thanks, man. Thanks, Preston. So yeah, you do it like that. But we wanna. What's the word I'm looking for? We wanna be the best version of us we can be in an environment here in America where that's getting harder and harder because it's hard to go to college, hard to buy a house. Marriages and relationships are just kind of like not in anybody's prime thing. No. I'm super political, man. Super political. I am super political. I'm also. We were just watching the storms roll in, and now that the storm, I was about to say now that the storm has stopped, it just crackled. But the storm hasn't stopped. This is a very eclectic stream. I'm teaching myself to play guitar over the next 1,000 days. But we stop and we'll like notice the storm rolling. We do that all the time. We angrily shake our fists at the establishment. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love the weather, man. Whew. So yeah, all these things I think people have forgotten will show up on the stream. You should be in awe of the weather. It's an amazing thing, especially thunderstorms. Walk in the rain. It's very cool. Yeah, cool. So we want you to do all that cool stuff. We want you to just get out there, get a little fresh air in your lungs. And like I said, I really do believe that falling rain sounds like bacon, right? And I told you about my friend who thought that it had a smell, but I don't know. He wasn't from where I'm from. I've always thought it sounded like bacon growing up in New York, but I think he might have been from Kentucky or Montana or something. But he said it had a smell. Yeah, exactly. Go to the beach. Ball lightning, chain lightning. If I live by the beach, once the weather turns on you, get the hell out of the water. Get out of there. Yeah, in the wide open. Oh, the heat is fine. You should be used to the heat. The heat opens your pores and gets all the gunk out. This is why you want to sweat versus sitting in air conditioning, right? Sweating is good for you. It opens your pores, like those blackheads people see. Theirs get clogged, but you've got that shit all over you. Oh, what is heat lightning? I should put some of these comments on so we know. Because the stream doesn't show up in all streaming areas, which is sad. But yeah. So yeah, man, it's awesome just to kind of stop for a second and check the lightning. Red lightning. I've never. What? First, wow. I don't think I've ever saw red lightning. All right. Do we want to look up red lightning? Let's look up red lightning. What is red lightning? Let's. Oh, good Lord. All right, here you go. What is red lightning? What is red lightning therapy? No, that's not it. Red lightning benefits, risk of red lightning. Red light. Okay, no, red. Oh, lighting. There's your problem. Light. Good Lord. That should fix this for me. How really? Scientists capture rare photograph of red lightning. Is red lightning normal? Yes, red lightning or red sprite is real. Yes, red lightning is sprite is real. However, it is not so common. Wow, man, let's get this back to. This is amazing to me. I'm just hearing about this at my advanced age. Red lightning. Ooh, is there a daily dose of internet? Red lightning caught on camera. Yeah, let's do it. Why is this guy trying to get your vote to run for president to be ridiculous? I have no idea. All right. I won't even torture you guys with it. And no, I'm not going to even entertain it. Here we go.
Red sprites. They are large electrical discharges that occur above thunderstorms. This
Wow.
photographer captured images of red sprites forming in China. They are so large that they are about the same size as a major city and can be seen from space.
Can be seen from space. Wow. Hold on, let's go back. Let's see this whole thing.
This is your daily dose of internet.
What?
This is called red lightning or red sprites. They are large electrical discharges that occur above thunderstorms. This photographer captured images of red sprites forming in China.
That is
They are so
amazing.
large that they are about the same size as a major city and can be seen from space.
What? Ooh. Well, did she slam into the? Yeah, she did. All right, we don't need to see much more of that. Let's go here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm one of those people. I don't like videos where people hurt themselves. I know it's a thing, and everybody loves it, but I'm just not. Just it's the. Lightning with pinkish red. Right. Okay. So you're talking about a bolt of lightning versus what we just saw, which was still amazing. It's as big as a city. How much energy is that? Man, you gotta marvel at some of this stuff. Is it still raining outside? It is. All right, we're gonna cut this off just so we can hear the rain falling. Um, we've been streaming for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're supposed to be trying to get this little ditty in our head, but we sort of got sidetracked with the weather. Okay, cool. All right, excuse me. All right. Excuse me, everybody. We were saying that this restreamer doesn't put everything in all the chats. So I keep forgetting to sort of update you, but I post them as onesies. But we're talking about the weather, and it's raining here now, but it's not thundering. But it is what it is, and it is beautiful. Should we polish this off? Or relight it later? What? Oh my God. Now, so bad. It's so bad, but that's all right. Couldn't do this a month ago. So yeah, I'm locked in. Excuse me. Second version of that is D. Back to A. No, it's A. Right? A. Twice. Then it's D. Oh. And then it's E. And then it's A. Ah. Then it's A once, right? Then it's D once. E once. Back to A. So it's no. A. Right? A, D. No, it's A. God dang it. It's A, E, A. All right, that's what it is. I'm pretty sure of it. So it's wait a minute. Have I been hitting the wrong string this whole time? Did I learn a totally different song? All right, so hold on. Oh my God, I've been hitting this wrong. Oh my God, I've been learning the wrong song. All right, hold on. D, drop down, right? Did we drop down? Yeah, we dropped down. Wow, I was doing the whole. Oh wow. Okay, so it's A. The first one is this one. All right. The second verse is, this should be these two fingers. I'm never going to do it like that. Drop to D and then drop down. Oh, good Lord. Back to A. Wow, I totally learned the song wrong. Then E, which is open. Back to A. D, drop down. Oh. What? A, E, A. Wow. All right. I thought I was learning this. Oh, man. I learned it wrong. Can I unlearn it? I don't think I can unlearn it. Oh, my gosh. I've been doing it wrong for like a week. Not a week, but when did we pick this up? I need to keep a diary because all the days are beginning to blur. So tomorrow, as a side project, I'm going to run out. We could order a really nice one from Amazon, but it would take too long to get here. Or we could do what we always do and just get a composition notebook and write 20 minutes pod on it. Sun is setting. It's getting dark. All right. Let's try this. Let's try the whole thing. Stop it. What is going on here tonight? That transition is painful. should be A. What is going on with these fingers? Well, it has been like 4 hours. That's not an excuse. Rock stars play long shows. Oh, good Lord. I'm looking at the wrong one. This is the second one, which is 3133. All right. So we want to go to the first one and make sure we know it. All right. So let's try the first one. Here we go. So this is right. This is right. Oh, for God's sakes. Do you guys want to even see this? Let's try and flip these. This is what I'm freaking going mad over. Just take a breath. Ooh. Wow, that's horrible transition. Let's try that again. Oh, wow. Wait, sus. Wow. All right. Oh my gosh. This is a humbling experience. All right. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. We give hourly updates generally. We ignore the first hour and we say we've been streaming for an hour, and then we say we've streamed for an hour and a half, and then we say we've streamed for 2 hours. Then we say that's our shorthand. Look at this rain. We don't stream anymore past like 3.5 hours. But I gotta tell you, man, I could go another hour, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm frustrated with this rhythm. I got to get it in my hands. I got to get it in my fingers. I got to get it in my bones. And that's what's going to happen. So for all of you who are new, let's give you the rundown. We are doing this thing. We are learning to play guitar over the next 1,000 days. We will be here every day, twice a day, playing guitar. We occasionally stop because we're a community and we talk about politics lightly. We talk social ills, right? We talk like there's a homeless moratorium coming up. They're going to put people on the streets. It's sort of sad, right? We talk spirituality, try to make ourselves sort of, mentally and spiritually fit. And we talk physicality, right? Trying to make sure that we are fit to fight or fit to flee, right? These are all the primal things that people once knew. No one's saying get a gun. No one's saying carry a knife. No one's saying any of that shit. We're on the other end of the spectrum where we acknowledge all that are important, but also what's important is fun, entertainment, and unity, and community, and family, and friends, which is all part of what we just spoke about, right? So I'm trying to be good at all those little quirky things, right? Cooking, social good, like telling jokes, making people feel at ease, music, right? Learning a little music. I think everyone likes a musician, right? Everyone loves music, right? So why not try and learn to play some instrument? All these things are kind of like where I'm going. Where I'm going, what's the word? I want to say you can't follow, but I think you're gonna have to chart your own path. You can probably get there, but you have to chart your own path. We all chart our own path. So in this environment where no one's getting married, no one's having kids, people are all stressed out. These old things of community and unity and maybe playing an instrument and getting together with people that you like, who are your friends and your allies, uh, will make you feel better about the tough day you had. I think that that's important. I think you got to reawaken that. It's not about hating this group or being anti that group. At this point, you really got to save yourself, and you can't save yourself alone. You have to save yourself with a group, right? You have to become part of a thing that clears your head from all the old luggage that they gave you, and fill it with like music and your painting and your art and your poetry and your storytelling. Uh, uh, you know, all while trying to be fit of mind, right? Uh, I'm pudgy, but fit of body, right? Uh, and that whole thing of like you are in charge of you kind of energy versus letting TV and outrage be in charge of you. And you don't know how to get there. That's why we're doing disciplines here. The discipline here is me learning to play music. Music, not the guitar, even though I have one, music. The implement that I use to learn to play music is a guitar. Um, and I think I've learned some stuff, but I haven't really learned music yet. I've learned some chords, uh, some scales, not enough scales, not enough chords. And yeah, slowly, steadily getting there. And one day I will know music because we're going to study music here on the channel for 3 to 5 hours a day, depending. Um, while we talk nonsense like any other group of friends would do while we're trying to get stuff. You think everybody who ever went to any, I don't know, studio to make art or music or acting or whatever didn't pause after like the first hour or two and make jokes and ask about the weather and just giggle and make fun of whatever and then get back to it. That's what we're sort of doing here, right? The end goal here is the discipline, and the discipline is to learn music. And we will know that we learn music when we can play this guitar. That's how that works. And not just that, but be able to pick up a sheet of music and lay it down and go, I think that's this. I don't care how bad it sounds. When I started, this is day 38. When I started this officially June 1st. So I've been doing this for 3 weeks longer than I've been broadcasting it. But when I started then, I did not know, and that's fine. I know a little more now. You are never as bad as you were on the first day you started something. So you're going to get better, whatever you pick up. Mind you, we don't tell you what to pick up. We mention a lot of art forms all the time. We want you, and it's not work, right? You once loved whatever you'll likely re-pick up again. And we're just trying to reignite that passion. That's all we're trying to do here. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Should we go to 3? We could go to 3 because I could smack this stupid thing around for another 20 minutes. But I think we're going to end it because it's raining and I might want to go run naked through the clover or something. I don't know. Please like and subscribe. You being here makes it really worth it. It really does. We said we were going to have an actual schedule by this weekend. After we failed last week, we can't fail twice. I mean, yeah, we'll slip on our regiment, because we're not tiger momming it. So we may fall back in some places, but no, we've got a schedule. We're going to print that schedule up. We're knocking that shit out this Monday. And the watchword around here is intent. We are going to be mindful, and we're going to be attentive, and we're going to work with intention to get intention. I have to write that thing down, right? To get to where we're going. And where are we going? To musicality. That's where we're stopping. Yeah, and like I said, you're never as bad as you were on the first day you started something. So you're already better if you're through day 2. right? And you never stay bad. I don't care what all the negative people on your TV say. You don't. You get better. I'm telling you, you get better, right? So let's stop this and get back to me and my beautifulness. Let's give you the friend speech. So there was a poll, and I should give the speech once a week. I think I'm gonna start giving the speech once a week because I've been giving it every day now for about 3 weeks. And even I'm getting tired of it. But this is the last time I'm gonna give it. It's Monday. And it's raining. I'll give it. Okay, so maybe I'll give it every Monday. So a poll was taken a few years back, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. That was 80s. Yeah, about 20 years ago or so. And they asked, how many friends do you have? 1 friend, 5 friends, 10 friends, 20 friends. That's 1 friend, 5 friends, 7 friends, 10 friends, or more. And the amount of people who had 1 friend back then was like 10 people, let's say. And the amount of people who had like more than 10 friends was like 25 people, right? And the amount of people who had like, 5 or more friends was like 15 people, right? So they asked this question again, like a few weeks ago. And the amount of people who had 1 friend was like, no, like a lot of people had like no friends, like no friends. 1 friend that didn't even have 1 friend. That category dropped. So the 10 people who had 1 friend now became like 0 people. The people who had 5 friends, their number may have been like 20 people or so, 15, 20 people. Their numbers was now down to like 3 people who had 5 friends or more. So the idea that we're losing a lot here. I was listening to NPR today, and they were talking about male sperm count is down. Yeah, it's funny until like I know we like to big up our women, but you don't self fucking just you know what I'm saying. You don't self impregnate. What's what I'm looking for? When the sperm meets the egg, I know it's a zygote, but what is it when you copulate? You don't self copulate. Good Lord, I'm smarter than this. When you put the weenie thingy in the vajayjahaya, what is it? And then the whole snatch spool will happen. You don't self-impregnate, right? I guess that's what I'm looking for. So I think, and they say it's because of things you put food in, it leaches into the food. This is not good. They're talking about the underdevelopment of young boys because of this. They said in the 1950s, the male sperm was like 100% when they checked it, or whatever the metric they used. We're using 100%, and now it's down to 40. So it lost 60% of its potency. That's not good. And it was funny because they were talking about this and the arrogance of people. I want to say fucking people, but it was a certain type of people. Well, we don't want to have kids. Nobody. It's not about if you want to have kids or not, you moron. It's about the environment poisoning the ability to have kids. Well, the world is too crowded and I don't. Yeah, no, that's not what this is about, you idiot. You know what I mean? I get tired of people and their grandstanding. This is not about you. It really isn't. And your decision. It's about the byproducts and the plastic that are leaching in and affecting men. And it's dropped precipitously since the 1950s. Not good. That's all. So I'm over here playing guitar, because I think in about 15 to 20 years, you're going to have a hard time making people. And they say it's always been in there. And all of a sudden it hit like a tipping point, and the sperm count just fell off the cliff. And one woman called and she said her and her husband have been trying to have a kid forever. She said when she was young, she was told you couldn't bump into a boy without getting pregnant. She said now all they do is try. And like they don't know what's wrong. And the men used to blame the women. Well, she's infertile, blah, 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 blah. But now it's the sperm count. It's the desire. It's killing off the desire to do it. At this point, I would wager, look, 25 years ago, you had 100 women, you had 100 guys, 100 women to go, hey, You want to bang me? Like those 100 guys, maybe let's say 15 to 20 of them would say no for various reasons, right? I'm gay. Let's say they were all single, so nobody's married, but I'm gay, or I'm paranoid, or I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm scared, or any other. But the other 80 guys would have been like, let's get this party rocking, right? It's what men and women do. Now, like the desire is going, you can have those same 100 men and those same 100 women, and you're gonna get like a precipitous drop. Like so now you got 40 guys going, yeah, let's do this. And not all those guys are gay. Some guys are just kind of like, some are still gay, some are still afraid, some are still paranoid, but a lot more just kind of like, nah. Why nah? I don't know. I mean, I watch Netflix. What? Right? This is where you are. this is where you are. It's not a good thing. It's sort of a sad development, but it may be like the pandemic is the thing that gets you is the thing you don't see, right? So the pandemic is the thing you see, but you may wake up one day and be telling the handful of children that you do know, wow, when I was a kid, there was kids everywhere. Now there's just a handful of you guys. Yeah. It's sad, but it's true. So make friends. Try and eat healthy. Try and live as long as possible. Fuck all this. Too many people on the planet. All those people who are doing all the complaining, they can leave anytime they want and leave more oxygen and food and resources for everybody else. They're not doing that. They're just fucking complaining. And as soon as you go, oh, wow, we got to cut rations. Who wants to go without because there are too many people on the planet? They're the first people to step to the front of the line. You better watch what people tell you, man, because some of these people are just so insincere and not for real that all I can do is try and bury myself in like, art and spirituality and reading about great men and dreaming about going to great places. Right? Because if I partake in the I hate this group, I hate that group, there's no win in it. There really isn't. So this is how we normally wrap shit up. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to wrap it up. Wrap it up. All right. Let's finish this off as we. Wait, hold on. Because I won't finish this if you guys aren't here. Remember, I was saying Sunday shows are essentially. Oh my God, 21 minutes. Sunday shows are essentially. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that shit. Sunday mornings are essentially Sunday mornings. Yeah, the Sunday morning show, the Sunday shows are quite frankly are essentially church. We've decided that the Sunday shows are church, right? So we play guitar and we let me check the stream to make sure we are streaming. Oh good Lord. Oh, there you go. So the Sunday shows are church. Is this streaming? There you go. All right, so let's drink this now. I have to do that because I'm going to share the story with you. This past week, streamed for 90 minutes. Someone told me that there's no sound. Check the stream. The stream sound went out at like the 27-minute mark. And I was furious. So the point, I had to check the stream and I sort of lost my train, but that's all right. I could easily go and check my train of thought at my other channel, which is funny. I think we were talking about Sunday streams. So the Sunday stream go as long as we want them to, 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. They normally, each one generally goes about 3.5 hours. And we talk about the week, we talk nonsense, we talk about my foibles and my mess. I try and big you up to join me in this ridiculous endeavor of discipline, right? I think the only people who are really familiar with discipline are like military people and families. And when you say, they're like, no, we're not doing military discipline here, guys. We're doing social, communal, spiritual discipline. Where we meet here every day and we decide to do something. and that's learn to play the guitar and treat each other better, just in this little room, right? And hopefully, did it start raining? And hopefully, it's too dark to tell now, so let's start dimming some lights. Uh, and hopefully, it takes off and becomes like a flu. Ooh. That's good. All right. Excuse me. Mm. All right. So let's remember that we are some consequential mofos, right? We were created either by the hand of the Almighty God, right, made out of clay, or by solar winds and stardust in this grand cosmos. Either way, I don't see how either one of those are insignificant. This something tells me that you have greatness in you, and we're just waiting for you to tap into it. And I'm seriously, I believe this about everybody. The idea that only a handful of people can be great is bullshit. Made so they can sell you books. I mean, good Lord. The amount of great people who look, listen, the greatest generation is what they call themselves. Now we just call them boomers and greedy. So they're calling you pieces of shit now, but maybe history will call you the greatest generation, right? Because you started your own discipline, you played guitar, and you da da da. And then maybe one day you started a political group and you ran somebody for office, and that worked out. And then maybe you didn't see it in your lifetime, but maybe 50 years down the line, the idea of personal self-care and self-discipline, as well as social self-care and self-discipline, sort of ruled the day. And it goes back to them. It's like, oh, who's old and famous? Not old and famous, but who's like I can't think of anybody. Not Harriet Beecher Stowe. She wrote a book. Who started a movement that everybody? Who's the lady who started women's suffrage? Right, like her, right? So when women got the vote, they kept mentioning her, which is Susan B. Anthony, right? So that's like, when you can go down in history, like, and that's what I mean. Versus, oh, you're famous for this song or this. She's famous for a movement, right? A philosophy that changed every woman who came after her. That is baller ass awesome, and that's what I'm talking about. So, be a warrior, right? Just so you're not military. I, your humble homie, I like that, Truest Armor on YouTube, and Karma Armor on Twitch. Please like and subscribe to both of those. I really, really appreciate it. And come back tomorrow morning for coffee. And then tomorrow at 6 for more guitar and random chit chat. And I actually may do some arts and crafts, like we did arts and craft with those. We need to hang those up. And do a schedule, because we want a big one so we can see it and track it from across the place versus writing it in a book and taking a picture of it and then sticking it, like, I like to, like, physicality is where I'm at. So we're going to do something like that. Ooh. That soldier is down. All right. How many soldiers do I have left? 3 soldiers. Excellent. Sometimes the battle goes on. So, come on, man. So, we want to remind you, let's put that here. We want to remind you that the jig is not up and the party is not over. Ugh. And you, hold on. Thank you. And you, like I said earlier, are the master of your fate, the captain of your destiny. Should we read that poem? That is a great fucking poem, actually. Let's find this. Master of My Fate. No, we're not going to do that. Stop talking. All right, here we go. Right, so it's called Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Here we go. Where is it? Ooh, all right. 1849, 1903. Was that 60? 63? 54, 64. Good Lord. Am I going to have to pull out a calculator because my math is that bad? 1903 from 1849. It should be 54. Yeah, it is 54. What did I say? 63. Oh, man, I'm all over the place. All right, so let's kick this up here so we can all enjoy the majesty. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horrors of the shade, and yet the menace of the years find and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. It's a song about stoicism, quite frankly. It's a poem about stoicism. It's about a poem about no matter what happens to me, I will not cry out and I will not give in, right? Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, right? You're in the black, deep darkness, right? It's even the way he paints a picture. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed, right? Under the bludgeoning of like whatever cosmic, like I'm homeless and I lost my job and but all that shit, I'm sitting here like, man, I'm coming back from this. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms the horrors of the shade, right? So beyond this bad place that I'm at lies a worse place that I'm going to, right? Beyond this place of wrath and tears, in this horrible circumstance I'm in, I'm going to a horrible circumstance. And yet the menace of the years find and shall find me unafraid, right? So I think he says he's old, like he's not in the fittest of his youth. He should be afraid he's an old man, but he's not. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horrors of the shade, and yet the menace of the years find and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scrolls. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I don't know what how straight the gate means. I would love to know. And here he is. William Ernest Henley, born August 23rd, 1849, was an influential British poet, perhaps best known for his poem Invictus, 1875. He is the author of A Song of Speed, Dr. Nutt, 1903, Hawthorne and Lavender with other verses, and For the England's Sacred Sake, verses and songs in time of war. He died in Woking, England on July 11, 1903. Sorry, Woking. It's a fucking hell of a poem, right? Bum, 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 bum. So let's knock that out and wrap this thing up. Remember, you are the captain of your soul. right? What do you want that to be? More news about how miserable the world is? Or you want to step away from that for just a little bit and work on some cool thing that you would like to do? Not work on yourself. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Just like some cool, interesting thing that you once liked that you might want to kick over again. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's get some light on the subject. Not that much light on the subject. Lord. Last thing I need is my head to send beams so you Uranus. Uranus. All right, hey, we're all adults here. Let's just calm down. Or Uranus. All right. So remember, try and be witty, try and be clever, try and be fun. Try, and when other people aren't, try and laugh off, and don't try and laugh off and hurt their feelings in public because there's some drama there. But laugh it off, you know. And you know when to be serious, but everything is not that serious, my bro. And only you can prevent forest fires. But only you can also change the trajectory of your life. And I think you can do it in a year and a half. I'm pretty sure you can do it in a year and a half. I'm definitely sure you can do it in 4 years. It takes 4 years to get a college degree. That will definitely change your whole flow. Hello, warrior grandma. How are you? Right. So yeah, you can definitely change your flow, your life, with discipline. Right. And that's what we're here doing, learning the guitar. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you're improving. It's always good to get better quickly, baby, versus slowly. Let's put that up. So remember, as I take this journey, you can take a journey. And oh, you should definitely pick up that guitar. You should definitely see, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody, excuse me, everyone who will have to think of it as high grass, right? We all kind of know where we want to go. You can see like the tower in the distance, but you're going to have to walk through that high grass and cut your own path through. You never, as long as you never lose sight of what you're heading for, I think you're pretty good, right? So that's what we're doing here. 1,000 days of guitar practice. We're definitely going to be here for the next year and a half, every day, twice a day. Definitely. Year and a half. So that would, I started January. I started June 1st. So next June, so we're talking about a year and a half will be January 2023, right? Is that right? I think that's right. What else am I going to be doing? I'll be here. All right, remember, we're here Saturday mornings. We're here every morning, 7 a.m., including weekends, and every night, 6 p.m., including weekends. 1,000-day devotional. And yes, I did just say we're going to be here for the next year and a half, and 1,000 days is 2 years, 7 months, and 3 weeks. I know. But the first half of the 1,000 days is a year and a half, which is January 2023, which is fine. The next half of that 1,000 days will be mid-July of 2025, I want to say. Right? But who's going to say that? I'm going to be here till July 2025. No one's going to say that. That sounds crazy. So I'm going to be here for a year and a half, every day, twice a day, 7 a.m., 6 p.m. See you then. Like and subscribe, please. Karma Armor on Twitch, True S Armor on YouTube, True Armor here on the Restreamer Haps. I wish you well. We've been streaming for 3 hours. It's 9 p.m. East Coast time. Preston, Have a good evening. Warrior Grandma, I love that name, Warrior Grandma. Have a good night. It's night here anyway. And I will see the rest of you guys for coffee and guitaring 7 a.m. tomorrow. Booyah! Got love for you. You know I do. Wish you well. You know I do. See you when? 7 a.m.